Hi, everybody. This is Kevin Weir, and we have Coffee with Kevin today. And today our guest is Dr. Bekki Ellis. She is a partner with Clear Chiropractic, probably one of the foremost best upper circle chiropractic clinics here in the Pacific Northwest. So, Bekki, welcome to the call.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah. So, Bekki, tell us a little bit about your background and how did you get into the upper cervical chiropractic world? Tell me about yourself.
Yeah. So I was raised in Anchorage, Alaska. So I mostly grew up in Anchorage, and then I went to chiropractic school in Tacoma. So I went, undergrad in Tacoma at Pacific Lutheran University. So I know you're familiar a little bit with the area there, Kevin.
And for you listeners out there, my lovely wife Gina is a nursing grad from Pacific Lutheran University, class of 2006. So
Go Liz.
Definitely we have a connection there.
Yeah. And then I went to chiropractic school in the Bay Area in California. And I originally kind of found chiropractic. I worked for a chiropractor actually as a nanny. So it was a really great experience because it allowed me to see the chiropractic lifestyle, both in the office as well as outside of the office. So it really allowed me to see what chiropractic was really about. And that's when that was kind of my first experience with it. And even just after a few months, I just knew that that was where I was meant to be as a chiropractor.
Well, that's great. So tell me a little bit about why would a person want to come and see an upper cervical chiropractor? What's the difference between a regular chiropractor and an upper cervical chiropractor, and why would they want to come to you?
If you want to get your head on straight, then you definitely have to see an upper cervical chiropractor. The biggest thing that's different that most people notice is that upper cervical care is very, very specific and very specialized. So we do a very thorough intake to see exactly how your body is misaligned, so we can put things exactly into the right position. And what this also allows us to do is no bending, twisting, or popping. So a lot of people really like that because they're used to other types of chiropractic care, or they're afraid of other types of chiropractic care. So they've just avoided it. And now they're able to have something that they can get their body into alignment and allow themselves to live the best life that they can, knowing they're in alignment without having to have the bending and popping.
That's great. So tell us about Clear Chiropractic. What makes Clear Chiropractic such an exceptional place to get care?
It is a great place to get care because it is very tailored. So it's very tailored to you, exactly your body. And we're very thorough. So we're going to see exactly what's going on, and we're going to listen to you to know what your health goals are. Every person's goals are different, and we're able to meet you where you're at to be able to get you the outcome that you really need and deserve. So we see a lot of really complex cases because we specialize in upper cervical care. So we see a lot of people who they like to say, like, they've been everywhere else. Like, this is my last resort. I'm coming here and I'm really hoping this is going to work because I've tried so many other things. And oftentimes we can really help them get what they need.
Yeah. So your technology is really your practice is on the cutting edge of technology. What are some of the technology tools that you use that really differentiate yourself from pretty much any other chiropractor, or in many ways, many other medical practitioners?
Mm-hmm. We take x-rays. So we have digital, brand new, state-of-the-line, best of the best x-rays. We have that in our South Hill office. Our new office, our Northside office, is also going to have a cone beam CT. So it is a three-dimensional imaging that allows us to see exactly how everything fits together. So that is a really cool thing. We are the only ones in Spokane who have that. The only ones within 200, 300 miles that have that. So the cone beam CT is a really, really huge thing. And then also on a day-to-day basis, we use objective measurements to determine if someone is holding their alignment or if they are out of alignment. So we use paraspinal infrared thermography, which is a temperature measurement you take on the back of your neck. If you're a client, and you sit down and we take the temperature measurement on the back of your neck. So we are very keen on using objective measurements to determine the functioning of your body rather than just basing our adjustment on how you feel.
Good, interesting. So let's talk a little bit about the COVID crisis and how it's impacted your business. Tell me, what kind of impact has this whole economic crisis had on your business?
It's kind of ebbed and flow. You know, as more information really started to come out in the very beginning, there was a lot of fear. And that was a huge thing of, we had a lot less new clients because people were just fearful of leaving their house. And then as things were kind of like, okay, maybe it's okay to leave my house, and maybe, you know, I do need to do the things that I need to do, people started to come out of the woodwork. And for our current clients, we have had tons of people calling in because working from home or not working at all, everyone's, you know, patterns and their lifestyle and their habits are really changing. And that's putting a big stressor onto their spines. Yeah. So we're very happy to be open because people who are coming in droves just with injuries and all kinds of things, and they need to get their body back in shape.
Okay. What are one or two strategies or ideas that you have used to pivot your business to adjust to the COVID crisis?
One thing that we offered was a prepaid discount. So we do specials every once in a while in the office where people can prepay. And that was really popular because they don't have to check in with the front desk. So you can just, you know, swipe your card one time and prepay for however many visits that you want to save the time of having to go into the office or go into the front desk to scan your card or exchange of cash. So we've done a prepaid plan, which has been really awesome. Other strategies are really focusing on making sure people understand the purpose of why they need to be into alignment. So really focusing on education, and that's what everybody wants to know more of, is how can I help my body to live the best life that I can, and how can I avoid getting sick all times of the year, but especially right now. So we're doing a lot. We always do a lot of education. That's one thing that I just love about what we do. But we're really focusing a lot more on the health and education, not only about your spine, but about general overall health.
Yeah. Okay. So it's always been one of my favorite sayings. I always love to ask this question, is that it's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and that wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So what are some of the learnings that you have had either from your own self-inflicted mistakes or observing mistakes in others, and how did you take that learning and apply it into your business?
You mean just in general, or?
Yeah, just in general, yeah.
Just in general, yeah. One thing that my mom always said when I was a kid was that I always learned from my brother's mistakes because I was a little sister. So I've been wise from the beginning. And one thing that I've always said is I don't want to try to reinvent the wheel. When it comes to my business, I want to make sure that I know what to do from the beginning rather than having a bunch of trial and error. So for me, the one thing that was super important from the get-go is having a coach. So having a coach like you who not only steers me in the right direction, but also the accountability. The accountability is so key because you'll text me or, you know, on our next thing, how's the book coming along? How are things going? So I'd say one of the biggest things that has really helped me is coaching in general, with business coaching, life coaching, just having someone who knows what you need to do to just get you on that trajectory right away from the beginning.
Good. So if you had something inspiring to share with a fellow business owner right now who may be struggling through this whole COVID process, what is that inspiring word that you can give out today?
An inspiring word. Well, really just focusing on purpose. I think that we really gain happiness and we gain health and vitality and wealth through knowing what our purpose is. And if you can really hone in on knowing what are those things that bring you joy and focusing your business on providing those things that really give you the most purpose, then and figuring out what that is, maybe spending some time to think about it. If you are in a business that is really slow and is struggling right now, this is really that time to gather the troops, figure out what are those big plays that give you the most sense of worth and purpose, and focusing in on those.
That's great. So if somebody wanted to come to Clear Chiropractic, contact you, and find out more about Clear Chiropractic, how could they contact you?
As with most things these days, the internet. So you can find us on Google. You search for Clear Chiropractic. We have a really great website that gives a ton of really good information. You can find us on Facebook. We've got a very, we're on Facebook all the time. We're very active on our Facebook page. You can also email us. You can call us. Calling is probably the best way to really schedule an appointment to do a consultation and figure out if we can help you.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Becky. I really appreciate you coming into Coffee with Kevin and tell us a little bit about your business. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Kevin. It's good to be here.